Alright, so welcome back. If you watched the little pickup video I did on this Express SR, you'll know what was on it. There was indeed a DR kit, and it was seizeder than hell. Someone had got this thing really hot. And what I realized as I was taking it apart was that the carburetor, as I pointed out, was a PowerJet carb. So while it was cooking itself with the very hot spark plug and probably improper jetting, it was at least getting enough fuel where it did run for a bit. He seized it pretty good, as you saw by that piston. But today, I'm going to try and save this cylinder. There's no chunks out of it, as you can see. It's pretty gnarly, but all that is just smeared aluminum, and this is a cast iron cylinder. So, I took a trip to my local Home Depot, grabbed some muriatic acid. You can put muriatic acid on a cast iron cylinder and then kind of scrub the aluminum off, but I'm not in a rush with this bike. I've also got the rings off the piston, and these are steel as well. So I'm going to let this sit in the muriatic acid for a couple days, and hopefully it's going to eat all that off. I'm going to give it a light hone. I'm going to sand this piston. Well, it's got some pretty good scoring on it. I think it's pretty savable because the rings are okay. So we're just going to toss this on, and we're going to see how it does. I will include some photos. I also fixed the variator on this bike. Someone had broken off a chunk of the case, and that got stuck in the rear contra. So that ate the belt. So if anyone has a real Express SR belt, please reach out to me. I found some old threads on Moped Army that said a Gates belt that kind of works, but is not ideal, that finding the original belt is the trick. So if anyone has an SR belt to spare, hit me up. So we're going in the muriatic acid, and in the next video, we're going to see if I can save this cylinder. How corrosive is muriatic acid on your hands?
Very.
Perfect.
Rinse that off.
I'm going to go wash my hands. Welcome to part 2, where I've washed my hands. So what I was about to say was, I was referring to this PowerJet carburetor and its size and its relation to the tune. There's some really good threads on Moped Army about PowerJets. I've also skimmed a couple of other resources to see what people are, how they're running these. And from what I can surmise about the PowerJet is that it's mostly made for much larger bikes. Delorto has a nice little blurb about them, and in that blurb they state that a bike that needs to be quite lean with half throttle and under would benefit from a PowerJet, because when you flip, in that rare instance where you're just really hitting it watt, you're really giving it gas, that PowerJet is going to allow you to choose your main jet and your needle to tune your mids and your lows. And then that PowerJet just come on and dump fuel in and act like a fourth circuit. So that's like a motorcycle. You're typically not running a motorcycle wide open. A dirt bike, unless you're racing it, you're not holding it wide open. The bike makes enough power under half throttle to really utilize the PowerJet. Something like a moped, you're probably 3/4 throttle or watt most of the time. So you'd be running on that PowerJet consistently, which is not what is intended to be used as. So in this instance, this 21mm PWK carburetor, I'm just going to block off the PowerJet. I'm going to run it like a normal carburetor, jet it as I normally would, and just tune the bike. So that'll be hopefully in the next video when we save the rest of this this here DR cylinder. So check out the thread on Moped Army. It's called PowerJet. Use it or lose it. That's a really good good thread. I hope to see some comments on there. Give me some feedback on this video. What you think? Think we can save this DR cylinder, or if it's dead? And any content you would like to see. So do the Cody, like, subscribe, pound that button, all the other things. See you guys next time.